By controlling North
Hello
Africa,
friends,
the Axis
welcome back to
powers
the
would have
Dash
a
Gaming
better chance
channel.
of holding the
आज हम लोग
Mediterranean,
खेलने वाले
now the
हैं
epicenter
कॉल
of
ऑफ
the war.
ड्यूटी का मिशन
Unfortunately for
नंबर 5
Italian
एंड
dictator
6.
Benito Mussolini,
तो
his
चलिए
army
शुरू
is still
करते हैं आज
prepared
का
to
हमारा ये
withstand the
गेम
British
प्ले.
forces in the region. Hitler, fearful that more losses in Africa would jeopardize his efforts on the Russian front, sends General Rommel and his Africa Corps to clean up the mess. By 1942, the Allies decide that the best way to break the Axis powers back is to create another front. And Operation Torch is born of British and American troops. A well-supported, coordinated push through enemy lines, depleting and destroying fuel, food, and equipment would mean the eventual fall of the Third Reich in Africa, weakening Axis aggression throughout the world. All goes as planned. And by January 1943, British General Montgomery's 8th Army has Rommel and his troops on the run, scrambling to make their valiant last stand at the Mareth Line.
My wife finally wrote saying, Edward Carlisle just asked to do something else. So I did. It turns out having a background in teaching chemistry can get you out of a desk job pretty quick if you have a mind to it. I knew nothing of Popsky's private army or its ties to the desert enemy lines. It's gratifying to know that every time we light up a fuel depot or munition dump, we're stalling Rommel's tanks and helping those poor blighters on the front lines. It may not be fighting fair, but the Germans have hardly fought fair in Europe, so to hell with them. My assignments are highly confidential, so as far as the wife knows, I'm still sitting at a desk. But for some strange reason, I've stopped complaining.
Listen up, chaps. The Jerrys have a cozy little setup in this village here. Our job is to break as much equipment as possible, and then dash out before they even know what hit them. Troop B will drive the jeeps behind the Germans and pepper them with machine gun fire. I lead Troop A through town to knock out their communications and burn up their petrol reserves. Carlisle, you're the man with the demolitions. We'll cover you while you set the time to save 4 charges. We'll have to get in and out before everything becomes all spotlights, sirens, and rifles firing. Cock your guns, wet your sights, and ride on. Let's go! Bloody hell! Trouble! Use your sticky bombs on that panzer. Wir haben auf Genischen geschossen. Verschnockt mal. Oh, get ready, Carlisle.
These wires must lead to their communications post.
Set a charge on that antenna. Ding dong. That fortress is trouble. We're gonna have to clear it. Move forward! We've got to keep the men covered so they can move forward. Take that machine gun and throw some lead back at those Jerrys! charge on that generator. Once this last charge goes off, Fritz will be completely out of power. All right, get ready to brake and ready to dash. Let's go! Everybody's awake right now.
What's this? What's this? What's this?
Let's move out. Hello. Somebody's left some perfectly good landmines lying around. We'll have to fight our way to the petrol depot. Follow me and watch out for more Panzers. charges onto his petrol. Just in time. Get in! Looks like we're in the clear. Hang on,
Navigating the desert like an ocean of sand, you have to know where you're going and have a plan to get in and out as quickly and quietly as possible. We do prefer it when quietly is not required. The one thing that allows us to hit the enemy where it hurts most is our jeeps. They're always loaded with enough fuel, supplies, and water to travel 600 miles at a stretch. Although unarmored, they can be heavily armed with two 50 cal MGs firing armor-piercing and incendiary rounds. These make us quick and deadly when we need to be, able to take on German half-tracks and armored cars that outclass us in every other way. Still, this doesn't make up for the fact that you're completely exposed to fire sitting in an open Jeep. And you'd better have a damn good driver at the wheel should trouble arise. And it always does, mate.
Look alive, Carlisle! I got word on the wireless that some of our old mates from the long-range desert group are lying doggo in an old fortress surrounded by Jerry's. We've got to save them. Those chaps found a shortcut through the desert that leads straight to Rommel's back door. You and I are leading the charge. The rest of the men will catch up with us at the fort. Protect my hide while I refuel the Jeep. Keep your eyes peeled. We won't be alone for long.
Sniper!
Watch it!
Starkey, we've spotted Fritz bearing down on your position. Avoid contact and proceed to rendezvous point.
Oh dear. We're off that entrance. The blocks we're off, they must be stuck in that far tower. We'll have to split up. I'll go left, you stay right.
We're coming with you.
Up here! We got separated from the cartographer. He was captured and taken underground. We need to save him.
Jolly good.
Stilker! Get down! Get down!
Take cover!
It's about time you chaps showed up.
Well, we had a few errands to run.
Hey, player, were you just gonna leave me out there?
नेक्स्ट गेम पे जल्दी लेके आएंगे तब तक के लिए टाटा बाय बाय